Good morning, Gregori. Hi, I'm Angelina Neff.
And I'm Zainab Alejo. Today is Monday, January 14th.
Today on JNN, we take a look at the effects of cyberbullying on a local team.
Our school's chapter of FBLA.
And Caleb Hatton brings us the weather report.
All this and more on today's JNN.
Seniors, the following information is for you. Be sure to pick up your final transcripts from Mrs. Brazil in the D building. The FAFSA deadline is on March 2nd at midnight. If you haven't signed up for Sober Grad Night Jungle Cruise, there are still 60 spots left. Sign-ups and $40 deposits are still being accepted for the rest of January. And now, Caleb Hatton brings us the weather report.
Hey everyone, it's Caleb Hatton, and I'm here with the weather report for the week. Starting out today, it looks like we have some light showers, nothing too drastic. The warmest it's going to get is around 56 degrees, so be sure to keep your jackets on this morning. Moving over to the rest of the week, we can expect more rain up until Thursday, where the weather will creep up into the greater 50s. On Friday, it'll be partly cloudy, but we can expect a little sun and the temperature will reach up to 60 degrees. On Saturday, however, it's back to rain. And finally, Sunday is living up to its name, whereas it'll be sunny and the temperature will reach up to 59 degrees. This concludes this week's weather report. Back to you, girls.
Thanks, Caleb. Cyberbullying is a prevalent problem among teens in today's society. Angelina Neff brings us preventative methods on this issue.
Cyberbullying. Sadly enough, this is an issue that most teens are familiar with and often deal with on a regular basis. Gregori Jr., Caitlin Tong shares her story.
I got so depressed and I was so overwhelmed by the whole situation that I just didn't want to go to school anymore. Someone had created explicit photos of like me, but it wasn't, and that had been spread over a lot of social media platforms, which made me get a lot of hate for it. It's just a false image of who I am, and then a lot of people that I didn't know at the time had a different idea of who I was and didn't know me for who I am.
She has her own methods of dealing with bullies in her life.
Just going to church and just going out and just living life and just taking trips with my family made me see that there's more to life than just that one situation.
As of now, the school has introduced a new safety hotline to report threats and malicious activity.
It's a number that you can text or that you can call and leave a voicemail. You can send pictures. People have done that. It's completely anonymous.
It's not that easy to just turn off your computer or your cell phone or anything or any like device, because we're in a world where technology is used, so regardless where you're going to be, you're still going to have to use that.
Amongst all of this, Caitlin still manages to keep a positive attitude.
In the end, everything will always get better during time. I know it's so cliche, but it's so true, because within time, you'll learn how to heal and you'll learn more on how to deal with that situation or whatever situation you're going to go through.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Angelina Neff. The number to the school safety hotline is 209-215-2397. As we enter the new year, our FBLA team prepares for the sectional conference. Zainab Al-agil brings us more on this topic.
As a club, we've done really well, and I think we're going to continue that tradition.
The FBLA sectional conference takes place on February 9th. Gregori teacher Lamar Wallace has served as the club's advisor for the past 4 years.
When I first took over FBLA, there was a group of students that were very knowledgeable about the organization and very passionate. When they left and it was time to bring in new members, new leaders, it is definitely a different dynamic now with the younger group.
I've been in FBLA for 2 years. I started last year. A couple of my friends got me interested in it. It's overall just a way to learn how to prepare yourself for the future. There's a million different things you can learn from FBLA depending on what your career is going to be. And I really just think it's about learning to communicate with others, do well with others, and work in a business environment.
The club will travel to Redwood High School in Visalia for the conference.
In the past, we've proven that we can compete as one of the top 3 in our section. I think that we have a lot of great students on our campus and some of the best ones that actually join FBLA. And so I feel very confident that we're going to do well.
I would like to do pretty well, hopefully to place and move on forward. It is my last year. I'm a senior, so I would like to leave a lasting impact.
And while the conference isn't until next month, Mr. Wallace leaves them with an important message.
You got to put in the work. You know, you're going to get out of this the time that you put in. If you want to be successful, then it's going to take a sacrifice outside of school, sacrificing your time, and then go out and compete.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Zainab Alejo. We'll be wishing them the best of luck.
Well, that's it for today's JNN.
I'm Zainab Alejo.
And I'm Angelina Neth. See you next week.